to just get through the day.
That was the IT crowd, wasn't it?
Well, no, he literally knows very little, and he just sits in the IT room just playing emulated games. And occasionally, when the people in the office are dickheads, he just blocks their pages or blocks internet pages or turns off the internet for the office for a while.
Hello and welcome back to Tonbury Tuesday. I'm Ollie Johnson. I'm here with Murasaki's Pit and Trigger Goblin. How you doing, guys?
I'm doing good. Although I have to ask,
Yeah.
are we using the logo?
The logo?
The logo that Trigger did yesterday.
I was not aware of this.
He made a Tonbury Tuesday logo.
I was not aware of this. Show me.
Yeah, I showed it to Lavender. She pissed herself. She didn't like it.
It's in the chat.
It's in the war room chat.
It's in the war room chat. Well, I don't know how to put it on the stream now, but
But next week. Next week. Hold on, just gotta let Lavender know we're doing this.
That is awesome. I fucking love that.
I knew you would. The problem was it was just before you went, so I think you were just a bit knackered by that point.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're using that.
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
Yeah. I wonder if
Thank you, Trigger.
I wonder if I can. No, next week. We'll debut it next week. Okay, so loading.
You know what I'm like? Every stream has to have something pretty on it. That's why I had to do Hawk's fucking logo.
Yeah, I'm just sharing the. I'm just copying the link from YouTube.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah, I'm plugging us for the only time.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna invite you because you wanted to start, and then I'll do the plugging.
Plugging. Well, so you're doing it after, in the rear, so to speak. He's butt plugging. Join as a visitor. And so far, we've had no problems. Do not fail me now, internet.
I know, it's nice for the PlayStation to actually be working for once.
I know!
Oh, yeah. The level of crap we had last week to deal with the connection.
So I think they did an update and then something went completely broke.
Yeah. Well, that happens, doesn't it? Jack's here. He says, playing Last Daydream, are we? Indeed. What was the penultimate fantasy?
I call it Last Dream.
What was
when asking what makes Last Dream different to Final Fantasy, he responded with a thesaurus.
I should make an RPG series called First Reality.
Do it.
That sounds like an isekai game.
I don't think Ollie's watched a lot of isekai. I'm planning to fix that at some point.
Does he need that? Well, Futurama counts.
That's what that is.
No, because he doesn't die.
That game is literally every game is you get isekai. The same guy gets isekai into different worlds each time.
I have seen the meme with the guy, with the office thing, and the guy the guy making the actual smart suggestion and tossing about the window.
Which sums up how the games end, actually, because that means you have to die to the final boss every time.
We need to come up with a new isekai. How about this? How about we do something new where the character doesn't die? Toss him out the window. How I went to a new world after being tossed out the window by my boss.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Well, Overlord is on Netflix, so and they just put season 2 up, so I would recommend watching Overlord. If you're a D&D fan especially, I think you'd appreciate it. White
I
Dragons.
get isekai'd when I die.
I hope if you get isekai'd, I end up getting isekai'd as well, and we just end up meeting in what would be our season 2.
You got to remember though, you need a plan. You need something that you guys know as a sign, just in case you think you're isekai.
Oh, I already have it. I'm going to name my art specifically after something only me and Ollie would get.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say what it is. All I'm going to say about it is, It's a certain thing that doesn't really exist, so no one else can have it.
Yeah, yeah, I know
He
the
knows what I'm
thing.
talking about. It's just so Ollie can literally go, when Ollie hears it, he goes, wait a minute, I know exactly what that means.
What
And
you do is you just remember you got to use the phrase Hans believes in you, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, when he's looking at an army that's coming by and they're all like motivational jogging, and then they all stand in unison and start clapping and Hans believes as they part, and then
you just like,
Han comes out.
You go, where on earth did you hear that?
And then Ollie's gonna look over and go, wait a minute.
I know exactly who that is.
He's like, take me to the fucker who taught you that.
He's standing right there, the big muscle-bound guy. Ja.
Can I ask you guys to have the stream on in the background just?
I do.
We'll do it in a second.
Oh, that reminds me, I
also
should
keep in
probably
mind
get
that
it on myself and check audio and make sure everything is working.
I've also got to keep the guide open just in case, because apparently I'm the tone guy, and isn't that just sad?
Sorry, repeat that.
I said that I've got to keep the guide open because, you know, I'm the tome guy, and isn't that just sad?
Yeah, he is the wise sage Mura.
Wise sage
Keeper of the walkthrough.
I'd watch Overlord because he's an awesome transformer. No, I mean the isekai thing where the guy is literally, like, isekai does his evil avatar, and everything that happens... What my favourite thing with Overlord is that everything that happens that's successful, it's not intentional, but because his NPCs have been created to think he's a divine being, they think everything is like some kind of 4D chess thing. And he has to be like, yes, that was entirely my plan. Like, there's a whole thing in Season 3 when they bring up the point of, okay, so why are you doing this? Like, oh yeah, he gave a potion away in Season 1 that he, like, was just like a, fine, I'll give this woman a potion just so she'll leave me alone, not understanding the potion he's given her. In his world is like a really high level one, but is common enough. But in this world, their society hasn't evolved to the point where they can make potions that actually heal people fully. So he's created an incident where people are actually trying to recreate his potion. And he's treating it as, yes, I'm creating resources. Because people will start investigating it and everything, and now it'll work for me. Like, you didn't plan any of this shit out.
It's got to be better than the paper farms.
Do not talk about them. No, do not. I told Alex about those happy farms, and he's a little holy shit. What? I'm like, yeah, Demiurge's happy farms.
But did you? The funny thing is, there's enough reference even just in the TV show for you to look that up and go, oh no.
Again, the light novels explain it a lot better than I ever could. But yeah, it's basically, for context, the show doesn't actually show you the farms, but in order to get resources, Demiurge takes captured humans and things to his farms, whereupon he experiments on them and does all kinds of fucked up things in order to get resources.
I like that you can see the white mage muttering the spell in the charge time. That's a nice touch.
Yeah. Well, it's things like they need to make in the show they mention that in order to get spell scroll materials, they need paper, so they get the spell scrolls from what he claims sheepskin. But it's not sheepskin. It's not sheepskin at all.
But look, see, he actually makes a direct reference going, oh yeah, high-level humans give much better, like, spells level 1 scrolls, and it's like, wait, what?
It also refers to them as bipedal sheep.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was like, there is plenty of references to know what he's doing if you're paying attention.
Bipedal sheep, I mean, that's what basically their purpose in your grand scheme anyway. And, and he doesn't think for a second, oh, they must have some kind of special kind of sheep in this world. It's like, he is literally getting people, skinning them, and then healing them so they regrow their skin. Oh. Okay. Oh shit, this thing.
Let's not blurt out spoilers for unrelated media too much on the stream, just in case people wander in.
Okay, who wants to guess what the fuck?
Well, luckily
this
none of that's actually in the show, so.
Yeah.
Again, the annoying thing with Overlord is there is a manga, a TV show, and a light novel, and each one kind of does something else, gives different information.
None of them are the same.
Well,
Well, they're
it's kind of
all
like-
the same, but they
well,
just
an
don't
example-
share everything.
Well, an example without spoiling anything would be when Ainz gets into the
bugger.
isekai world, gets into the world. He doesn't spend he spends only a little bit of time getting used to being there, whereas in the book he spends a lot of time trying to figure out how he should talk to his subordinates because he is just a human being who played a video game. So, and these things look at him like he's
The
some kind
chest
of actual
contained
god.
clothes.
Well,
Who's
they look at
walking
him
around
like
the ice
he's
caves naked?
Also, let's be brutally honest, Albedo. Oh god, Albedo.
Flame sword. Ah.
Okay, so here's where it gets annoying.
Oh, the Undertale thing. If you're revoltingly young, and that would be your point of reference.
Yes.
I like Undertale.
I like Undertale as well, remember, I have a little statue of Toriel.
No, I like Undertale. Although I don't think I'm going to play it again.
A mutual friend of ours is absolutely terrified of Toriel, even though the OP version.
Sorry, Discord censored you. What did you say?
I said, we have a mutual friend who's terrified of Toriel.
Yeah.
Okay, oh shit, it's this as well. Oh yeah, the icicles hurt us.
Yeah. Can they kill you, though?
No, they can't kill us, but this is why I'm turning off encounters, just so we don't get the whole, oh no, surprise attack, curse you.
Yeah. Some may say that's cheating. And to that I say, it's my stream, I can do what I like.
Ooh,
To that I say, Goblin rules, bitch. If we get the option, we're using it.
Goblin rules.
Ice Storm.
Your Honor, at the time of the incident, my client
Shit.
was in goblin mode.
Every time we go to make love, he keeps screaming goblin mode.
Well, that's what I used to do on my the Yugi streams. Like, I was playing a Masochist run. But if the game gives me it for free, that's their damn problem.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I
now
will
I'm
be using it.
heal. Look at Jim. He's nothing but skin and bone. Let that load.
Although, if sort of fourth wall breaky, RPG stories are your thing, Yahtzee Crowshaw's first book, Mog World, had similar vibes. You might... That might be something that interests you.
And for Isekai, I recommend Overlord, Incarnated Slime, and Arapatora.
Oh,
And I only
wow.
recommend Arapatora just for the fact that the guy literally gets the I do not give a fuck anymore kind of mindset, and literally right at the end of when they're told, hey, that villain can't fight back anymore. You should spare their life, just puts a bullet through her head. And it's like, no, start getting mad at me. I killed her because she served no purpose anymore, and I'm only doing what you don't have the balls to do. Okay, Ether, do you listen to yourself speak? Okay, so I don't think the money thing is going to be a problem.
No, somehow I doubt it. A sleeping bag?
A bag for sleeping? How manly. Okay, so
I've got to write up sleeping bag mimic. It pretends to be a sleeping bag, and when you actually go to sleep in it, it slowly eats you like a snake.
Look, I think Ollie's had enough of mimics, and that was the door.
And I was the burglar.
You'd be surprised how many burglars get killed by mimics.
Okay. Shit.
I think they're actually designed to actually take down, like, rogues.
Ah, Maggie's here, brilliant. And with a pun as well. The problem with shapeshifters is they're always assuming my gender.
Boom, boom.
Ah, brilliant.
Just be careful of
Well
vending
done.
machine ones. Vending machine mimics are a real pain in the bum.
How you doing, Maggie? Alright? It's been a while.
Monsters. Dende. Okay, equipment.
Please heal him, Dende.
Come back, magic man.
Apart from Dende, they're all named after D&D characters from the main campaign we're doing over on twitch.tv/eclectichawk, where tonight we'll be continuing Goblins vs. Strahd. Cursed Strahd with an all-goblin party.
Strahd with a goblin flavour.
Alright, so there, up and down, I'm on a new ADHD medication. Ah, brilliant. And while I am also dealing with anxiety, it isn't turning me into an emotionally volatile... It's like the last one did. How about you? I wish I could get on any ADHD medication.
Don't we all? We could study harder.
Yeah, but like... I actually have debilitating, like... never mind. How about you? Yeah, I'm alright. Pretty good. I'm just trying to... You know...
Get by.
Yeah.
I'd be dangerous if I was focused.
So would I. That's
Maybe.
what... No, the gods knew that with an attention span I would be too powerful. It's like, they nerfed me.
You know that Simpsons episode where Bart's on the Ritalin and he goes all fucking nuts?
And
That's
it's
what
like-
I would be like.
And they started me on this one again last week. Ah, right. Psych, you can... Yeah, I was talking to someone at Coca-Cola who mentioned them. It was not at all pleasant. On Ritalin. Ah. See, that's the one thing that makes me nervous about the prospect of ADHD meds. It's like, I'm already cranky enough inwardly.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if the maps tell me anything. Okay, that tells me nothing.
It was...
See, but I think you have to do the maths though, don't you? Because it's like, if you were on the meds, would you get laid more? Because that would relax you.
No.
You might be focused on getting laid, at which point that would relax you, so you might be less grumpy.
Like Star Trek. What? You know, Star Trek. I don't know about you, Smith, but most of us were off getting laid in the...
Oh, no, if you've come to the belief that I'm a nice person, that's just your ableism talking. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Or am I?
Okay.
That's what a nice person would tell you.
Okay, boss fight.
Is that a beholder?
No, that is an evil eye.
The difference being...
It hasn't got enough eyes to be a beholder.
Beholders have many eyes.
Except for... but there is a nice one called Luigi that runs a tavern. Okay, we've now got the Levy Stone.
Although I'm waiting for Ollie to play a healer so he can play Dende.
Okay.
It can't be a beholder. I didn't see any beauty in its eyes. Very good.
Okay, now here comes the long and arduous task of going back to Crescent Lake. It's okay. I have a plan. First, we kill this guy.
You noticed all Amura's plans start with first we kill.
Yes. I've got to get rid of witnesses.
That's why Bedrock from the Flintstones would be the worst place to commit crimes.
Oh, witness! Oh, witnesses!
Every appliance is a witness.
Yeah, but they're very nonchalant and don't seem to care about anything, so I think you'll be alright.
Yeah, it's a living.
You imagine the court case, can't you? So I call the toaster.
You're toast, Jeffrey. And the toast is jump into the bathtub while you're in it to try and kill it, but then there's a conveniently timed power cut. Oh, this is awkward. Now we're just bathing together. Now then, if memory serves... no, oh wait, no, we didn't actually get that. Never mind.
I mean, if the owner is a dick, you could probably get away with it. That is very true.
Bless me.
Story idea. The toaster is just so happy to be having a swim, they cheer the owner up and it becomes their emotional support toaster.
Nah, I've got an emotional support, cheese toasty maker.
Yeah, and they become buddies. Well,
surely tech's got so advanced now, we could make a toaster we could take in the bath.
I suppose, but
a waterproof toaster.
You know for a fact one of you is going to end up getting the... what do you call it? Making the talkie toaster.
Howdy, diddly do.
Be right back.
Okay. I didn't hear where he was going. He was walking away.
I think he's got to close the door.
Ah.
Right. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, Posty.
It's a shocking experience, as James Bond would say. Positively shocking.
Right, now I believe we've got to go to Crescent Lake.
In fact, I don't think we'd sell a lot of bath toasters. And you don't really want to eat in the bath.
You say that, but my wife absolutely loves having ice cream in the bath. Okay, here we go, Ollie. We're going to get the airship.
Huzzah!
Keep in mind, they conveniently know how to do this.
Yeah.
It's like those people that eat like a sandwich on the toilet. You're like,
airship arrived.
what am I supposed to do? Put it down?
Okay.
I don't think I could do that. You're way too close to...
Okay, next up you want to get, let's see, stock up on gear and items. You can now fly back to any town you previously visited, plus visit Gaia, a small town surrounded by impassable mountains.
By the way, I'm not saying you should eat a sandwich on the toilet. That's disgusting.
Yeah, no.
I just know there are people that do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Gaia. Oh, right then.
We can see the curvature of the Earth.
Well, I'm going to Gaia now because apparently that's the town. That's a town that's usually impassable.
Nothing is impassable for... I don't know. What should we call the airship?
Well.
That's the Excalibur, the High Wind.
We need
the
to
usual
name the
go-tos.
airship, chat.
Alright then, let's see what white magic do you sell.
Do you sell any dark magics?
Oh, right, we can't actually... We're not master classes yet. So we can't get Curager. Oh, but Jim can learn Blizzarga.
I think we should name it after Jesse from Final Fantasy VII, the Cloud
Raspberry.
Chaser.
Oh,
The
I
cloud.
thought you were going to go
No,
Raspberry.
I'm going with that. The cloud chaser. In honor of Jesse.
Okay, she can't learn Holy, Null All, and Dispel. Those are level 8 spells. Stop, Warp, and Kill.
That's a subtle spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kill. I just abandoning all naming references here. So what's it do? It kills. What's it called?
An
Kill.
elephant that never forgets.
The kill.
Kill. Cat claws. That does nothing for anybody.
I don't know, I'm sure some people like that kind of thing.
Oh, here's an interesting thing. Did you know in D&D in the sort of the handbook for buying like mounts and stuff,
Yeah.
an elephant is cheaper than most things.
Really?
Sweet, we can have a war elephant.
You could literally, and if you could look it up, an elephant is actually quite cheap, and it's like the only problem is you take damage if you fall off the motherfucker. So it's like, because my party went, oh, can we buy an elephant? I went, yeah, of course you can. None of them had any animal training or the ability to climb, so they literally lost 50% of their hit points the first game falling off an elephant. And then a bunch of bandits quickly killed them.
Oh no.
Because they all had like 3 HP by the time they got to the bandits.
Okay, so now we're going to the Citadel of Trials.
But yeah, if you literally, you could play just an animal tamer or someone who speak with animals and walk around with a pet elephant.
Well, if you get one, I advise against attacking elf archers who look like Orlando Bloom. Yeah, that famously never went well for people on elephant back.
I feel like that was just a skill issue, though, wasn't it? It was more the
Yeah.
So you came up against the one guy who knew how to deal with an elephant.
Yeah. Though it's still only counted as one.
Fine. Okay, so it won't let me land.
So if you slaughter a town of halflings, that you have to kill 2 to get 1 point.
I don't know. Here's a question. Like, if you kill the Lich, and as a result, his army of zombies dies, is that 1 kill or many?
That's true. Again, that's an interesting one. It's like the James Bond thing. If you kill the guy with the nuke in his chest and it goes off, it kills everyone.
I mean, you are responsible for those deaths.
Oh, fucking finally.
Ah, it's the lighter shades of grass, I think we can land
Right,
on.
now, remember where we parked?
Right outside Mount Doom.
Yeah. I'd rather do this than go... Let's see.
What about Gollum falling in with the ring? How many kills does he get? That is a point. Like, that killed quite a number of orcs.
Yeah. Technically, probably the highest kill count.
Oh, wow.
Okay, this is gonna be annoying. Ah, so this is how we're doing it.
Of course, we all know who has the highest Middle-earth kill count. J.R.R. Tolkien. Well, yes, naturally. With the grand total of all of them.
I created you, I will destroy you.
And there, young Skywalker. You'll die.
Do it. Strike him down.
Show him no mercy. Okay. I'm sure on the NES this was annoying as hell.
Yeah.
The NES had like some proper cracking games though when they first came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the Rescue Rangers game?
I don't.
Unfortunately, I do not.
I had a cartridge that had, it's the first game I played, the Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt on it.
Oh yeah.
It was...
Gotta kill them ducks.
So Duck Hunt was actually my first video game, followed by Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, shit. Did I go for the right one?
We had the light gun and everything, although I could never hit anything with it because I was 4.
No excuse, Ollie. You being 4 is what means you should learn to shoot things even better.
Yeah, I remember when we because our light gun broke horribly. I remember my dad opened it up, took all the wires out, and gave it to us. They just went, "There you go." Right.
There's
I'm
your gun.
running around with this now. You are aware of this.
Like he says, I really want to get a CRT TV so I can play light gun games and other retro games. Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Do you mind if I jump in the chat? Hold on, we're doing chat a little differently now. Let me just check something. Are you on my server?
Okay, this is good. Okay, this is where it gets annoying. Oh,
Oh, I'm actually already on the server. Okay, double check.
nightmares!
Horses.
Bring on the dancing horses, wherever they may be.
So yeah, I will.
They're damn horses.
Bitch just snorted at me. It blinded Richter, but it didn't do jack shit. The healing staff.
Is an interesting topic. Games that like literally sort of came out of nowhere and you didn't think they were going to go anywhere, and then they just became stupidly big.
Games that came out and didn't just became stupid bit. Ooh. Oh, I'm trying
like,
to.
like, for example, like Minecraft. Minecraft for me, it was like, oh, it's a very simple, blocky game, and then it kept going and growing, and it was like, wow, for a sort of basic sort of building block game, this has become way bigger than
it has any right to be.
I'm just because we're in
Okay, we got it.
We're in a chat that you need a certain role on my Discord server to get into, and I'm not sure you're on there, and I'm having trouble finding you to invite. Guys, what do you reckon?
Tail.
I reckon you need to drop your Discord link, invite in the chat. Get loads of people to join.
I don't.
He makes a valid
I'm
point.
not sure I want loads of people to join my Discord.
I do. I just want people to add art and talk and play games.
Okay, and right.
Oh, there you are.
Right, so now we can leave the Citadel of Trials, and now we can go to...
You've met this person.
Right, now remember where we parked, because...
Okay.
Using a clock.
Guys, what do you
There we
reckon?
are. What?
Any objections to Maggie jumping in the chat?
I have never met Maggie, so that'll be
I've
nice.
never met him, so I can't really say, so...
You
By all
have.
means,
We did
mate.
that one Shenmue stream together.
Let's see, Shenmue. Ah, yeah. It's been
Right.
a while since we did Shenmue.
Yeah. Okay. You should be able to see the chat now. Hello, hello.
That sounded like you sexually molested a whale.
Oh.
It's been a while since I've done Shimu.
Hello. Would you like to introduce yourself for the stream in the chat?
Hello, my name is Maggie, and I am not a complete mess.
I would never have assumed so.
I know Ollie from conventions. I've done some freelance writing at Game Rant, The Mary Sue, and One Piece for Polygon, and yeah, general non-specific nerd.
Awesome.
Ollie,
It's
That's
Bahamut.
kind of nerd.
it's your god.
It's not my god. In D&D, my god is...
Yeah, in D&D, that's what I mean, D&D. You're
What?
Richter, are you not?
Yeah, but his god is Hawk's first character, the god of the wake. His god is booze. You know this.
Yup. Seems worthy of consideration. Here is a rat's tail. A rat's tail carries a fitting token of courage and strength. So be it. I honour you with titles befitting your valour.
So Maggie, it's been a while. How you been?
Yeah, I'm all right. Getting ready. I'm going to London MCM this week, and I'm excited because I've got a cameo in Hamish Steele's latest book, Dead Endia, thanks to Kickstarter.
Oh, nice.
And he's going to be selling that book there, and I'm going to be dressing as what I'm wearing in the book. So I'm going to be buying a book dressed as as how I look in that book. It's going to be amazing, you know?
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh, Jim has hair.
Jim has hair?
Dende has hair.
Oh my god, we look much more like anime protagonists.
I know, look at Hans. Look at that fucking shot. Look at those fucking shoulders.
Also, I know it's a change of topic, but I saw Phantom Menace recently, and I think I have a Star Wars hot take.
Go on.
The Senate scene is good, actually.
I'll allow it. Yeah, that's...
Holly, what's your hot take on Star Wars?
I don't think you want me to say.
Oh, do it.
It was such a great rant last time.
Yeah, well, I promised Maura I wouldn't, okay?
Don't set off the simpleton.
Yeah, but if you do, he messages more. We gotta get to that 100 count somehow.
Oh God, my first meeting of them was so awkward. You remember I told him my name. He's like, that's not her name, is it?
Okay, he's got the saga.
Yeah, Soto Saga in the chat is someone I disagree with a few things on Star Wars on, but my main thing that I would consider a hot, well, I guess my hot take is just because you probably wouldn't expect it, is that Andor is the best thing to ever come out of Star Wars.
Oh good, Dende can actually attack now.
That sounds relatively common from what I've heard people say. I mean,
Okay.
I have heard people talk about really praise Andor. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going through a sort of Star Wars vaguely chronological thing. So I started with a few Tales of the Jedi, and then I watched Phantom Menace, then another Tales from the Jedi, and my next thing is Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones, which I haven't seen in so long.
I guess my hot take would be that Attack of the Clones is still the worst Star Wars movie, and it's not close.
I've heard people say that, and I'm a bit nervous because, again, I have not seen this movie. It's a good chance in a literal decade at this point, you know? It's like, sort of, for me, it's almost the forgotten Star Wars movie.
See, my hot take is
Well,
Solo was a good film, and they need to make more of them.
I agree.
Oh, my
I
girlfriend
agree.
would agree with you. She thinks it's the best. It's her favourite one.
I just like that they do a good job on filling in background on a character that you don't know a whole lot until.
I don't think background needs to be filled in as much as the Star Wars fandom insists that it does.
I feel like if it's done well, it's fine.
I think Solo suffers from one problem, which isn't particular to it. Like, this is a problem with big franchise media, and that is companies like Disney are afraid to make their protagonists of things like Star Wars be bad people, because Han Solo was mostly a bad person by the time he meets Luke and Leia. The idea is meant to be that
when he comes back, it's meant to be a surprise.
Yeah, and so I mean, the movie Solo could have started with him as a good person and had it show that by the time he got to Luke and Leia, he was just so jaded. So there was something to work from to make him good again.
I actually believe that was what they were driving at. I actually believe that that's what they were driving at. If they'd got to make the trilogy that was originally planned, I think that's where it would have gone.
I'm going to head east.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, do not judge my breakfast choices.
Although,
What's your breakfast?
Air fried meatballs.
All right.
I'm on a protein kick at the moment.
I've seen worse.
sounds alright to me.
I mean, if people can justifiably leftover takeout from last night as breakfast, I don't see what air fried meatballs. You know?
Yeah. how you?
Sorry, what?
I was gonna say, how are you gonna throw shade when you eat leftover pizza for breakfast?
Yeah. I mean,
leftover pizza is the best.
It is.
Yeah. I've been cooking a lot more over the last 6 months because, without going into it, one of my wives, polyamory, had health issues and she needed a low-fat diet, and so she'd get good food. I found a couple of good low-fat food recipes, and I was just cooking from her and me from those books for the whole time basically, and got some really good stuff. Like the other day, I made stir-fried chicken with satay sauce for dinner.
Okay. That's a good choice.
Or it could have been based on the Solo novels, says Soto Saga / Jack. That's what I would have done. Or it could have been good.
I mean, yeah.
My hot take is that anyone who writes novels for a multimedia franchise can't be that good a writer.
Yes. My thoughts on the influence notwithstanding.
Peter David wrote for a Fable book, and that's actually quite good. He's a good writer, and I think the thing I love about that book he wrote was that it captured some of the ideas of Fable, which don't translate well, like the goodness, changing your appearance, Vanish changing your appearance, and it's better than the game. It precises.
Okay, I should probably explain that's more of a troll take. Like, what I said last week that set people off was, and I quote, "The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars film, provided you understood it."
Oh, yes, hold on. Yes, dear? Hold on, just let me... I'm just going to mute for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
How many expanded universe novels have you read, Ollie? Enough. How many novels that weren't related to Star Wars have you read? I think is the question.
No, I don't want to go into the show.
You know, I'm not particularly a big reader, so I do audio, so none.
Yeah. Well, no, audio counts. Audio counts. Audiobooks are books, and listening to audiobooks counts as reading. Anything else is just mean.
Okay, so it turns out we didn't need all that, Gil. They've actually lowered the price in the remaster.
Oh, good.
I'll give you some oxtail from the bottom of the spring to make up. Oh, yeah, this is what we need to breathe underwater.
See, now that asks more questions. Why is there oxtail at the bottom?
Because apparently in this game, oxtail helps you breathe underwater.
In my world, that's a soup.
Yeah. Head southeast of Gaia, surrounded by forests, is another town, Ornak.
Oxy ale. Did a typo make it into the remaster?
No, it's that what it is that things had different names in the original translation. a lot of things got translated differently. Let's see. So we're gonna head southeast of Gaia. Southeast of Gaia.
What's a good question? What is your favourite Final Fantasy game?
Toss up for me. It's a toss up between 9 and 7.
I think, like, taken as a whole, probably 9, but I enjoy 10 a lot, and 7. Well, 7 was the gateway, obviously, so that's got to be in that conversation.
Yeah, 7 kind of. Yeah, that's why I say it's a toss up, because 7 kind of gets nostalgia. Nostalgia points.
Yeah. Although I think 8 was underrated. I've only played 7. No, you've played 7 Remake.
Yeah, 7 is a completely different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
Especially as you can buy it on Steam for under a tenner. Go buy it. Play
Yeah.
the original.
Play the original. You should.
Okay, I think it's. Okay, sorry, the signal crashed for me a little.
I think the experience of Remake and Rebirth, like, loses something if you haven't played the original.
Okay, we are in Ornak.
See, I must admit though, the online one is quite good.
Which one?
The what was it? The MMO one?
Oh, 14
Saber.
would be the
14.
current one.
I forget numbers.
I'm on that, and I can never find someone to party up with. But like,
Maybe that's the game we should have played as a group.
we'll get to 14.
Oh yeah, Dende can now actually has an attack spell now.
Ah,
When we get to 14, are we all just play? We just like get an account and play the first. You can play the first bit for free. Play.
well, I mean, there's got to be like a point where you finish the story on 14, right? Like,
You'd think so, but the expansions would say otherwise.
I mean, we'll just do the story content, and
Okay.
however long
You
that
have
takes.
You have Oxyale. Yes,
I
I do.
I was
Thank you
doing
for
the story
You're
content
the ones we've been
on
waiting
that game,
for.
and it
Ollie?
took me almost a year to get through the first game.
Hey, guys, we're gonna go see mermaids.
Okay, I think we might need another slot for Final Fantasy XIV specifically.
Do you want to get in the barrel? Well, I've not done the Niagara Falls thing, but sure.
No, I said we just need it. We need to group it. We all need to sign on our account and just group everything. So then we're not waiting for groups. We're not waiting for anyone. We're just straight in, kill, done.
Yeah.
I mean, that would make things a little easier.
Because I've found most of the problems is you have to wait for parties for low-level content, and you're like, I'm going to be here for a day.
Yeah.
This is my
Well,
life
it's
now.
not like Warframe where you can get ruined by, people just being dicks.
I think it syncs your level to things, because I have a character that's about, I mean, I might start again, but I have a character that's about level 24 or something.
Because that was the problem. It was the problem is no one's doing the low-level content because there's no point.
Yeah.
And it was just like, especially with the because there's quest missions that you need a certain level group to do, and nobody was going in them because there's no rewards for doing the story missions. It's just to do them, and you're like, I'm gonna be here for hours.
Field research advanced. Sorry, just checking what trophy we just got.
Buff ass. Look at buff ass Richter.
Right, so the follow-up question to that one, of course, is knowing Final Fantasy VII has all of these offshoots. Which other Final Fantasy game would you like them to expand on?
9.
No, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
9.
No, because why not? You know, I would unironically be on board for Final Fantasy X-3.
There is no
That'd be an
hope.
interesting one.
Because when we get to that one, by the way, we're going for 100% run, because I'm not playing that game again just to get the good ending.
Diamonds.
What about the what about 8?
You know what? I wouldn't say no. Most people would, because
only because 8's got its own problems that I think could be fixed by a little bit more expansion.
yeah. Although let's speed through 8 as quick as we can on this run, if you don't mind.
8 was
okay.
the first Final Fantasy game I ever played, and I went to the trading area, not realizing that's not where I should be, and kept dying against the dinosaur in there.
Ah, yeah. We've all done that. I mean, I don't want to speed through 8 because I don't like it. I do. It's just it reminds me of a person, and that makes me sad.
Oh,
We don't want a sad Ollie.
But it's funny. His face, he looks like a sad panda.
The person in question I told you about last night, Rick. You know,
Yeah.
the one that cut me off for that really weird reason.
And the lives of the seas begin to foam and vanish forever. Well, at least I've got the Little Mermaid down. One of our friends went to the above board and hasn't returned. She's fine. She's misusing cutlery. She's fine. She's fine. You can breathe underwater. How? How? Magic. Shut up.
Well, Moira's a dick to mermaids. I did not
You know
realise
what?
that.
I think this could do with like a full, like
It's already got expansions that somehow mixed into Final Fantasy 2. Because Garland ended up
yeah,
becoming
but
sick.
does it have a Final
Does that
Fantasy
mean-
VII remake style remake where there's actual story to it with characters?
Well, they did. It's called Stranger of Paradise.
No, that doesn't count. That's from the other side.
Isn't Final Fantasy 14 kind of built on the first 2 games?
I don't know.
I mean, I think for expansions, didn't they use like bits
There's
from
the Hero of Light's mentioned, which I assume is
Yeah, but the
reference to
hero.
this
Yeah,
in
but the problem is the Warriors of Light thing is a very vague term because
Yeah.
technically it applies to at least 5 different groups.
Yeah, I do like
That's the
that
pro-
in 14 though as a device to like have a story that is canon, because in something like World of Warcraft, and the thing that turned me off that game particularly as a concept, was no matter what you do, you're not the hero of the story. Like, there's a cutscene where the actual hero of the story defeats the bad guy, and it's like, oh, some random mooks were there too, and that's you. Whereas in Final Fantasy XIV, it all makes reference to some nebulous warrior of light that could feasibly be anyone.
I'd love
the,
for an oh, sorry.
No, carry on.
I'd love for an MMO where I think an MMO would be great for multiverse stuff, where there's a cutscene where some fracture happens that splits an event into all these possibilities, and therefore going forward, the canon explanation for all the players is yes, they're all permutations for the same person, and that's where we've got people running around doing the same stuff over and over again, and the same missions never seem to get solved because they're all, again, these permutations.
I mean, that would be a good narrative device for, accounting for the events of an MMO game in story.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like Dragon Ball Xenoverse in approach to canon, in that it's all canon somewhere. It happened in one timeline or another.
Oh,
That's the problem when you study timelines.
There's a line that Xenotrunks gives where he says, "That was perfect, that was great, I didn't think it was your first time," and I just screenshotted that with the words, "Trunks really needs to work on his sweet talk."
Yeah.
Trunks has no riz.
So fine, Final Fantasy 1 having a remake, fine, I'll concede to that.
Although maybe with a bit more of maybe letting the player know what they're actually supposed to do a bit more.
Well, yeah, a lot of what we've been doing is vague as fuck, and you can't use the whole but must strategy guides anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
technically, a good game should not need a strategy guide. They should be able to tell you where to go.
yeah.
I don't know, I think part of the strategy guide is formulating the strategy, and when you have a system that's complex enough, there will always be some people who are more strategically minded than others, and while that fact remains true, then a strategy guide can be useful, because if you're not quite as adept as thinking up these ideas, then someone saying, "Oh, if you do this and this," you'll be like, "Oh, I never thought of that," and it makes it easier.
Oh no, I was more talking about in reference to this game where we have no idea because it doesn't tell you anything.
Oh wait!
It's like, where are we going next? I have no idea.
Wait till you see the Final Fantasy 9 strategy. That was a waste of everybody's time.
Oh, I have that. I had that.
Yeah, the one where it doesn't give you anything and it says, "Hey, you want to know how to do this thing? Go online." The book flat out just tells you, just go online and do it.
That's not entirely the case. It does tell you what to do and where to go, but
it's just certain things you'd expect a strategy guide to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't do.
I have that somewhere.
I've got an example like that. The strategy guide for Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. So for those people who don't know Mortal Kombat, for a while now they've had this system where you go to a crypt to get your unlockables, and there are containers, usually coffins, that you pay to open them and you get what's inside. At the end of the Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance strategy guide, they said we could at something like, rather than tell you what's in the chests, we agreed with the developers, or we figured it was more fun for you to find out for yourself, so we've left you a blank sheet for you to fill in as you discover what's in these things.
Oh, that is bullshit.
It was a Prima. Are they still around? Are Prima still writing strategy guides?
I don't know.
I don't think anyone's technically writing strategy guides physical form anymore.
They still exist, I think. Do they?
I loved my Final Fantasy X strategy guide, and I've still got my Dragon Age Origins strategy guide around somewhere.
I still have the Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9 strategy guides because Oxfam was selling them for like £5 each, and I thought, nah, why not?
Right, Mora, the 3-minute warning just appeared. Question.
Oh shit,
But
Rico's coming.
For the sake of expediency, do you want to take your second turn again? Like,
Yeah, I'll take my second turn again.
yeah. It's like, if we do this with Mass Effect, because I've got to go at 1 o'clock, so, like, if we want to get as much of the game done as possible, I could just tag you in again, and you keep going for the next hour.
I can do that. I mean, me and Liz pretty much did Mass Effect for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, that wasn't the plan originally. It just ended up happening.
It ended up happening, but let's be honest. You needed us to get the Tali thing. You know you wanted it.
I mean, I didn't know what was in that game, so I was relying on you to show me.
But seriously, can you imagine anyone else but Tali? It's just too adorable.
I know.
Sorry, any species that has their own way of calling someone a bastard is just wonderful. Nothing in here.
See, I was just thinking of the Doctor Who, what's it called whenever someone says bastard?
You boshed that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, when the nanny bot went, illegitimate person.
Every single time I hear that now.
Oh, sorry, Maggie, you were going to say.
No, I was saying, has anyone here seen the Hot Fuzz DVD has a version where they replace the swear words with that, and so, you know, there's just one of them calling you utter bar steward.
Didn't they do that in the Shaun of the Dead DVD as well?
Oh yeah, they kept saying funk. It's 4 in the funkin' morning.
Okay.
That reminds me of that TV show where they're in a game. It's like that profanity filter is doing nothing for you. You sound like an idiot.
Although bar steward is a good substitution.
Considering I've had to write with someone who literally just will not say bastard. It makes the most long-winded of ways to say it.
Maybe he should write it that he's in a game or something.
You people born out of wedlock.
Because that at least
And I think
explains
that's
away.
It's weirder when you do it like that, because, like, bastard is an insult that is just, you know, even if you don't know what it means in terms of its original meaning, just like crappy person, that's fine. But if you decide to go like that and say you illegitimate offspring, like, why are you insulting them for that? Marriage before conception hasn't been societally mandated in decades at this point. Like, you know, like, it's weirder that you're calling it something which isn't taboo anymore.
Plus, it's just fun to say.
Oh,
Ollie, seriously, look at the pallbearer calling everybody in an arena a bastard and telling me it's not funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna fight
a lot
the
of things nowadays, isn't there, that literally make no sense as a
yeah, like,
an
why?
insult. It's
Like, the word noble is something I have an issue with, because why is the word for someone who is high-born and the word for someone who is virtuous the same word?
PR?
PR, yeah.
I mean, there are some things about this type. For example, around this time, if you've ever noticed that all the heroines and stories are good-looking, it's because that their beauty wasn't just a sign of their virtue, it was inexorably linked with their virtue.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Like,
a lot of people, their beauty was...
Just mean nothing.
Sorry?
Richter's blind and it doesn't mean jack shit.
it's because
He's blind and he's still twatting the fuck out of everything.
I knew I should have charged that beholder.
Well...
I could have saved Fernando.
It's like, I'm swinging at disadvantage. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you've still got +10 to it. You're gonna hit it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Okay, now Hans is blind and it means fucking nothing. See?
The Kraken.
Now, blindness is a spectrum. They're just at the very, 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 very low end.
Yeah, but they look so cool while doing it as well.
They're wearing sunglasses. Bradicus and Jadicus over here.
It's because they're blind drunk, is what it is.
Yeah, well, Richter has the amulet of the drunkard in our main campaign. That's his whole thing. Functional alcoholism, baby!
And don't forget, the rest of the party I brought in have ancient booze. Oh, just wait till we get back to the main campaign and Rhea becomes a bigger thing. Gabba, gabba.
So what? I didn't think to look at the caption on the thing. Which game are you on at the minute?
The first one.
Final Fantasy 1.
Ooh.
We're doing all of them in sequence, which means all of them.
And Ollie's never played the first one, so...
When you say all, do you just mean the numbered ones, or are you going to Crystal Chronicles as well?
I mean, we could.
Well, we've told him we can't. I've told him we can't do Mystic Quest, so...
Well, you want to do tactics, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I did mean all of the mainline ones and associated, but we could do Crystal Chronicles. It's available on current hardware.
It is available, yeah.
The question is, when do you draw the line? Do you play Chocobo Tale? Do you play Dirge of Cerberus?
No one plays Dirge of Cerberus.
I mean, we can't play Dirge of Cerberus. It's not currently available on
We also
modern
can't play
hardware.
After Crisis. We also can't play Before Crisis, After Crisis, or any of the mobile games.
Well, because I can't stream those.
Exactly. You also can't play Mystic Quest, Final Fantasy Adventure. Like, even though those games aren't really Final Fantasy games at all, they just had the title because they thought it would sell.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done the Sunken Shrine. Go back to... Oh. Okay, we've got to go get the Warp Cube.
Here's a good question. Do you think Final Fantasy should do like Dead or Alive and give us a beach volleyball game?
Considering how bad... I don't...
I mean, how would you justify that narratively? Like,
Well, it's not just that.
Gold Saucer and Costa del Sol.
Okay, he's got you there.
okay, but why are the characters from games other than 7 there?
I don't know what
Wizard did it.
Dissidia shit happens.
No, what you do is you make it a spin-off of Dissidia, and you have them get ready for another Dissidia, and then you have some random trickster deity come and go, look, I'm not exhausted with fighting. I'm taking over. It's a volleyball tournament now.
Yeah.
But
I
also,
would have that game.
Yeah.
But unlike Dissidia NT, make it not shit.
Yeah.
Because you have loads of Costa del Sol type mini games, a card game, and then when you're bored, beach volleyball. Where you dress up all your favourite Final Fantasy characters.
and just don't do the Dead or the Tecmo thing and suddenly start making £70 season passes.
Yeah.
Because
season passes are a dick move.
Well, Dead or Alive's are worse because I think I said before when Dead or Alive 6 first came out, we did a bit of a podcast, and I said the boobs are not the problem. They have never been the problem with Dead or Alive. The problem that people have with it is that the season passes for 5 and 6 are actually beyond insulting.
I have a bad thing whenever someone says boobs are the problem. How dare you, sir?
Okay. Head it back outside Ornac and use your canoe to head north from that.
As a committed sapphic woman, saying boobs are the problem is against my religion.
Exactly. I think personally they're the answer to most problems.
Yes.
Everyone needs a bosom for a pillow.
Exactly.
Agreed. Ollie's met my wife.
Ollie, have you been using a bosom as a pillow?
No.
No, although he probably
think,
could have.
Though I think Ollie's only met one of mine.
Yeah, I remember.
Kiki.
Yeah.
Oh, she runs a delivery service.
Take on me.
He's taking on me.
Now, that's a twisted take on me.
Right, if
I'm
you've
saving
got-
that for when,
if-
I'm saving that for if we ever have to fight a doppelganger. By the way.
If you've got break into song on your bingo cards.
Has anyone here seen the the animated Mario movie?
No.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
there's a great
I haven't
take.
watched it.
There's
Yeah,
a
I've
great
seen
take
it.
on me in there. It's
Yeah.
and
What's it?
there's a great
Yeah.
take on. Sorry, someone said there's a great take on me there. I think the thing with that movie is when it takes itself seriously, it's just kind of dull. But there are a few moments where it's just weird and out there, and it becomes amazing.
Yeah, I
Like,
know
even-
exactly what you mean.
Even out there, honestly, I'd rather something be memorable for the stupid shit it does, rather than it taking it seriously.
Like there's a bit where Luigi steps on a dog's bone treat, right? And then in the next, like they go fix the bathroom, and that dog just pursues them with the vengeance of Inigo Montoya going after his father's murderer. That dog becomes truly unhinged.
Yeah.
And in that moment, that scene, the movie's fantastic, but it just occasionally it drops out of its weirdness and just becomes like a war room where they're all very straight-faced talking about Bowser taking over the kingdom. And it's like if it had more vengeance-fueled dog and less we need to save the kingdom, it would have been fantastic.
Do you know what made that film better? A Bowser.
Yeah. But as I was saying, I said to you the other day, Trick, saying like people remember the old Archie Sonic comics is because they're ridiculous, completely weird, and bizarre as fuck.
This is also why Attack of the Clones is the worst Star Wars film still.
Because no one remembers anything in it other than Jango Fett's head being cut off.
Like-
Christopher Lee being the only, wonderful thing in it.
Yeah, and he's in it for like 10 minutes.
No, I remember
What
what's
a
the name
10
being
minutes.
chained to that pole.
Okay.
There is a really good 20-minute short film buried at various points throughout Attack of the Clones, but getting to
Excuse
those
me.
parts...
Her name is Senator. What's her name? Thank you. You will remember.
I should
You
have
You
remembered
will
that. I
address
killed
her
her.
by her proper station.
Yeah, he remembers her. He drowned her in a bath after shutting down her heart.
I should remember that woman. I killed her.
Remember, you shot her in the heart while she slept, tossed her in a bathtub and drowned her, and then framed her ex for it.
Yep. And that's how bad it is. I don't even remember that bitch's name. I am a heartless droid.
Well, you were playing a
I would
droid.
ask you if you remember her name. I would ask you, but why would you? But would you really remember a grain of rice?
I remember her as 7 million credits.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, that was a lot of that was a lot of money, bunnies.
Which you took our ship and ran off with.
Hey,
I remember her as my new ship.
Yeah, but remember, we got a lot of credit. We managed to convince Luke Gunray to pay us more money and go, okay, she's dealt with. What do you mean she's dealt with? She's dead.
Yeah.
What do you mean she's dead?
In the same sentence. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you this much. Okay, she's dead. What?
Yeah.
Literally not even a split second. in
You
between.
killed her while I was negotiating the deal.
Yeah,
I was like,
shit.
I was like, keep negotiating. It's already done, but keep going.
Okay, I might have screwed up one thing.
Yeah.
In the Sunken Shrine, we're meant to pick up the Rosetta Stone,
Right.
and I might have forgotten to pick it up.
So...
Might need to go back to the Sunken Shrine.
Go, 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 go.
I thought he was going to say, I soft locked the game.
No, I haven't soft locked it. Hold on.
That was what I was waiting for.
It was the
Because-
phrase we were waiting for.
We haven't saved in this in this session.
Let's see, where is the Rosetta Stone? There are no enemy encounters in the Sunken Shrine, and then the map warps, making it challenging to remember the Rosetta.
So yeah, what I was saying is, while Rise of Skywalker is technically a worse film than Attack of the Clones, I know which one I'd rather watch because it's at least an interesting train wreck.
It's more emotionally satisfying. I mean, so my thing about Star Wars is I admit that I am just in it for the space wizards fighting.
Fair
Like,
enough.
For me, Jedi fighting Sith is Star Wars, and I don't hate the other stuff, but it's not what I'm there for.
Yeah,
So when
that's totally fair.
When I saw Ben Solo standing with Rey, I had this vision of their respective grandparents on a poster standing behind them. And this poster idea being that these two families were shaping the future of the galaxy, and that just kind of, I loved that as an image.
Yeah.
Whereas at the same time, some of what Johnson was trying to do with The Last Jedi, while it's not my thing, was probably healthier for the franchise as to have a future. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both fair takes, actually. I give them that.
It's weird. I don't get on with Last Jedi, and I'm not entirely sure why. I watch it, and I like a lot of what's happening in my head, but it doesn't do anything for me emotionally. And the one thing I can think of is that fight between Luke and Ben. What's his evil name? What's his evil name again? I've forgotten.
Kylo Ren.
Thank you. Between Luke and Kylo Ren. The idea is that Luke is very deliberately not giving Ren the fight he wants. It's the subversion of a lightsaber duel. And I realised watching it the second or third time, it subverts something which I'm not interested in seeing subverted. You know? I just want the straight up lightsaber fight. So that is possibly why I don't get on with the movie, that it subverts Star Wars, and I'm not interested in subverted Star Wars. I just want Star Wars.
I mean, if you've seen a Rian Johnson film, it shouldn't surprise you. But I would also say that he was kinder to Star Wars than I think he would have been to many other things. But also, I don't think it is a subversion of Star Wars. Luke does the most Jedi thing that has ever been done, in stopping an entire army in his tracks without ever at any point raising a hand to them, using only the Force.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Knowledge and defense, never for attack, as it were. It's more
also, yeah, sorry, go on.
It's more about... The Last Jedi was very much more about the ideas present in Star Wars than it was interested in being an actual, Star Wars film.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that.
Like I said, I watched this film and think, why aren't you doing anything for me?
Yeah. But, if that's not what you're there for, it's not what you're there for.
I've got a question for you that I think is good for fans. If you were to think of each trilogy as a historical setting, for the setting, if you think about each trilogy as in the universe and what it looks like and what's going on, what is your favourite setting in Star Wars?
My favourite setting? Ooh.
What do you like, the Old Republic era of the prequels, or the Galactic, the Clone Wars? Do you like the universe under the galaxy under the Empire, or the trilogy sequel? Basically, if you had to physically go to these places, which one do you think would be the best version of the galaxy to visit and just be in?
Probably prequel era. As much as I got sick of the Clone Wars as a setting, there isn't currently a fascist regime in charge. And, there's a war on, but, I could hopefully stay away from it.
Yeah. Because I think that the Old Republic, or the High Republic as it might be now, I'm not entirely sure on the difference.
No, the High Republic is a few hundred years beforehand. It's supposed to be the height of the Old Republic as an institution. I recommend those books, by the way. Those are actually alright. Most Star Wars books by Claudia Gray tend to be pretty good. That's one writer for that franchise I can recommend, but having said that, if I were to name the top 10 books I'd ever read, even at one per franchise, I doubt a Star Wars one would make the list.
Here's a question: have you seen the Final Fantasy movie,
The Spirits Within.
Which one?
Spirits Within?
I have,
Yes.
yes.
I
What
think
do
it
you
makes a
think of
good.
that?
I think it makes a good sci-fi movie. I just think it makes a terrible Final Fantasy movie.
I don't know. I think there are. I can see elements of Final Fantasy in there, like the quest, the dream stuff, and the fact that it's all tied to the spirits and the spirits of the planet. You've got a villain slowly getting who's militaristic and slowly getting more unhinged as it goes on. You know, I think it just gets confused for not a good Final Fantasy movie because there aren't any swords.
Yeah. That is true. The lack of swords is noticeable.
There's also the lack of summons. There's the lack of a lot of the other Final Fantasy staples.
On the plus side, though, it was visually pretty at the time.
Oh yeah, visually. I mean, it almost killed. I mean, it pretty much killed the entirety of Square Enix, movie dreams. But that whole movie just destroyed any chance they had because of how goddamn expensive it was. I mean, I'd go on and say Advent Children just isn't very good.
I got
think
to see the Final Fantasy 15 one in cinemas. It was in the cinema. It was great. There was an event where it was at Odeon, and they did the first part was a live stream of the IGN thing that was going on to promote the game, where they went to that restaurant or whatever, and then they had a brief break, and someone with a prize under their seat got to get a free copy of the game, and then they showed the movie.
Oh, wow.
And the villain's plan in Final Fantasy 15 the movie is great. To anyone not in the know, what they do, one of the empires at war does, is they pretend to agree to peace, but they say you need to give us your outlying territories. The other empire agrees, and then the first one goes to the outlying territories and say, they just gave you to us, right? That doesn't sound like an empire that cares about you. Want to get your revenge?
Oh, clever bastard.
Yeah, and he gets the outlying territory. They get the outlying territories of to rebel, not just rebel, but to join them in the fight against their former empire and bring them down, based purely on the back of the negotiations they themselves initiated.
Okay, so perfect.
I hate how simple that is, but how well it would work.
It's a bit similar to Kilgrave in Black Panther, stopping Chadwick Boseman bringing Andy Serkis to justice, and then using that to turn half the people of Wakanda against Black Panther.
Yeah. Oh, Killmonger. Right. Yeah.
Thank you. Killmonger, not Kilgrave. Kilgrave was Jessica Jones.
Yeah, that was David
Also
Tennant.
very good though.
Yeah, that was also. I never watched anything past The Defenders, and I meant to. I just never did.
Like Kilgrave was amazing.
Yeah.
Again, Tennant always brings it, so I don't know why I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Have you watched the latest Doctor Who, Maggie?
Yeah, I wasn't won over by it, but I'm gonna give it another watch, see if I just wasn't in the mood the first time.
Yeah.
I think I was just waiting for him to get off the landmine because I figured it'd take 5 minutes. And if now that I know that it's a landmine episode, I'll watch it with different expectations and might enjoy it more.
Yeah.
That I warned you, didn't I, Ollie? That it was literally the crater was it.
Yeah. I like episodes like that. I like episodes like that. So.
Oh no, I get that. I think they can be good, like the Fly episode in Breaking Bad. I just think that
directed by Ryan Johnson.
I think I was waiting for things to move on, and so I didn't fully stop and appreciate what was happening, and
Yeah. Though, like my favourite episode of New Who was Heaven Sent, where he's trapped in the confession dial.
See, I'm completely against Hawk on this one. I love that episode.
Yeah, it's a great episode. I mean, I think it's reductive as hell to call it a clip show, Like, and I said as much to him, but it's like, for me,
just a different
it's
way
just
of doing a time loop.
it's a good, like, it's a 40-minute monologue that explores a character, and I like that in it. Shame about the follow-up.
Well, yeah. As I said, the problem with that season is they had a lot of writers that were just in it to basically push one person.
The problem with Moffat's run in general is he spent so much time hyping up what comes next, he forgot to have something come next.
Moffat's. Well, I think one of Moffat's other problems is he spends across his run. He spends a long time on a particular storyline, but then when it gets time to wrap it up, he's not interested in so much as wrapping it up as doing the next thing. Like, he comes across as a writer who's always interested in the new toy and doesn't want to quite finish putting away the last one before he picks up the new one.
Yeah.
So it's never feels quite like satisfying conclusions, just a continuation of new introductions that kind of tie up what came before.
Everything all right, Mora? What's happening?
I'm trying to navigate this because I know where the item is. It's just getting to it is the problem.
I see.
Because there's a room on the top floor with the mermaids that has 3 chests in, and that's where the Rosetta Stone is. It's just when you go up to that floor, you can get into every room but that one. I'm seeing if it's one of those things where I need to go lower down. If I need to go lower down in the shrine, find my way around. Well, that's clearly not it.
Or you lost. Ask for directions.
I have. And all the guy just says is, yeah, on the top floor it's a bit of a maze, but you know, you can get to it. Like, no, you very clearly can't. Well, not the way you're telling me.
But you can get there. Lies, secrets, and lies.
Very unnecessary Transformers comic.
No, I'm referencing The Simpsons when he gets.
I know. I'm
drunk and
referencing I'm referencing IDW's attempt to continue the Marvel Transformers more confusing, and then just naming it Secrets and Lies.
Thanks for dropping in, by the way, Maggie. This is fun.
That's all right. I was typing so much. I figured at this point, just ask if you can join. You know?
Yeah. Well, I've promoted you to Warlord in my server now, so you have access to the chat that I stream from.
Cool.
I'm trying to do like a more of a freeform thing with the guests I have on the stream. So if I trust that you're not going to say anything, you know, on my streams, I'm probably just gonna let you in.
Not everyone is that one individual.
You mean our entire species isn't just my hive mind?
No, not quite yet. There's a room with 3 chests in it, but you've opened them all.
Yeah, there's 3 chests there. It's actually in the top right corner. It's not that one.
Oh, you want to get to the top right corner, but
Yeah, it's the top right corner there.
it's cordoned off. Ah.
Yeah, it's in that room. So if you go into this room, you can see it's got 3 chests in.
Yeah.
But it's getting to it. That's the problem.
Ah, I see.
Because That bit's locked off. The bit above it is blocked off.
Well, there must be a way.
Well, looking on the map, there's like something that goes around it.
Yeah. Then there's a fucking fence there.
Yeah. God, if only you could climb over things.
None of them have the climb ability. I knew we should have brought a rogue. No, a rogue wouldn't have done that in this game, I imagine.
Oh no, we brought a rogue. You might not know them because they're Canadian. You know, they're in the next school over.
Oh, hold on. Mind a little bit.
Well,
I found... Oh, there we go.
diamond
Diamond
gloves.
gloves,
Diamond
helm. The Rosetta Stone.
We have it.
We need that to be able to speak to people.
Oh yeah, that's what that does.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not an indication of what the actual Rosetta Stone website does. That does help anybody.
So for those interested in following more of us and what we do, Goblins vs Strahd tonight at 7 on twitch.tv/eclectichawk. Curse of Strahd D&D game, but with an all-goblin party. The conceit is that a gang of goblins beat up the postman carrying the invitations for the actual hero.
We didn't beat him, Ollie. I put it to you. We didn't beat him up. We killed him, and then someone thought it would be bright enough to... We should cut him up and then, you know...
Butcher his corpse.
Which, by the way, was bullshit anyway, because he should not have been able to carry as much of the meat as he thought he could. He's a goblin. He can't carry that much adult human meat.
That, and he was metagaming that he needed the food, considering food was plentiful where we fucking were.
Yeah, there's that too. We weren't at the point where we needed food. We needed to, be worried about resources.
But I was explaining to Mura and Trigger my earlier troll take. The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars film, provided you understood it. That's something, not that I think, but it's something I think is funny to say. Because there's this baffling attitude between fandom menace types that The Last Jedi and Andor, for some reason specifically, are somehow the domain of, like, art house film school intellectual types.
Hey, Vetra.
I think there are two questions to ask: which is the best Star Wars film, and which is the most Star Wars thing. Because when watching Phantom Menace, I was struck by just how Star Wars it was. Like, there are so many scenes which feel like homages to earlier, like their race through the core to get to the surface of Naboo reminds me of the asteroid stuff in Empire Strikes Back. The final battle of Phantom Menace feels very much like the final battle in Revenge of the Sith. Not Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi. And even the goofy humour is very on point for Lucas. So there is the possibility that the most Star Wars isn't the best Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, now I've got to head over to Melbourne. Move.
It's like all the hate for the Obi-Wan series.
It was fine.
Oh, there is one thing I love about Obi-Wan as a series, and it's how it handled Anakin and Vader. Because in a lot of things, and Star Wars is guilty of this, when someone turns evil, they just start doing evil stuff from then on, and it's like they're a different person.
I kind of see that way too much.
Whereas they're a different person, and you don't see any of their old personality traits.
Yeah.
Whereas what Obi-Wan does is it gives you a brief glimpse of pre-Vader Anakin, and it shows you which parts of Vader's actions are motivated and informed by the fact that this is Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan is able to predict what he will do.
That's the flashback parallel, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that bit.
Like that is the most, that is the best, that does the best job I've ever seen in Star Wars of showing you that Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker underneath. You know, more than Empire Strikes Back ever managed, possibly more than Return of the Jedi. You know, you've got to. I feel that people who write this stuff have got to show us that it's the same person in some way in how they act and talk. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, Trigger, that's the issue I had with Ian Flynn's writing. She just turned evil for reasons, and her entire person.
Discord cut
changed.
you off on the name.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the writer. One of my issues with this one particular writer is
Not that name, the character name.
Yeah, Fiona Fox.
Ah.
Originally in the Archie comics, the way she was written before Ian took over was that she had a bit of a dark past from thieving, but they justified it by she was literally locked in a room for 10 years, in a cell for 10 years, had to dig her own way out, so she had a whole survival on her own thing, and therefore didn't trust people. When Ian took over, she instantly just became a bitch for no reason, sided with a villain she'd had no contact with, and then just started physically assaulting Tails for her own personal amusement. After cucking him. We've spoke about that.
Yeah.
And he never justified why she was that way, and now legally he never can, because, well, someone else owns Fiona now. But the issue I always took was that he had this obsession with making characters become evil, never really expanding on them why they're doing what they're doing. It was just a whole, yeah, I want them to be evil now. Like, you can't just have a character around for 10 years, that's been around for 10 years, and then just go, yeah, they're evil now. Okay, why are they evil? I don't know, I just need them to be a villain now. Oh, there you are, you little shit. That tablet. Rosetta Stone. It makes it possible to decipher Lefunian. Of course, that one. Yeah. Teaching. We've now learned a language.
Just like that.
Yeah, we've now. Yeah, him jumping up and down. There, now you can speak Lufenian too. Okay, so remember all those bats we saw?
Yeah.
They are all Lufenians. They've been saying Klee Klee because we can't understand them. Now, let's say if we went back to the Chaos Shrine and spoke to them, we can actually speak to them now.
Okay. But where do we go next?
We're not going to, because that would be pointless. Now to head to...
Yeah, to your point, like, I've never been a fan of treating Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader like different people, because it struck me as, at best, a flimsy guilt dodge, and at worst, like... Because, like, when people say, oh, Anakin didn't do that, Vader did, it's like, no, they're the same person. They are the same person.
It's right, Ollie didn't do that, drunk Ollie did.
I mean, it's on that level, isn't it?
I think that when, rather than give this from another point of view speech, then Obi-Wan should have just admitted, I lied to you, because I didn't want you to feel like you could try to save your father. I did, it didn't work. Oh, sorry, Patch. I did, it didn't work. You're going to have to let him go.
Thank you, I've been saying this for years.
Ollie, there's your only there you go, there's your only reference. That's all you're getting.
A man by the name of Sid. Yeah, I may have made a passive-aggressive meme that said, it's a good thing Obi-Wan never managed to marry Satine, because he'd have been a terrible husband. So my not doing the dishes was your fault from a certain point of view.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so... Warp Cube and the Bell. Let's see. Okay.
Are we saying Obi-Wan's just the king of gaslighting?
Well, yeah, that's what the certain point of view thing is.
Ooh,
that's something a manipulative liar says when they're caught out for being a manipulative liar.
Ollie!
Blair, nice.
I think the kindest thing you can say about that thing is that he believes it. Like, I think you could, if you're being charitable, say it's a sign of how little faith Obi-Wan has at this point, because he's telling Luke, look, you're going to have to face him, you're going to have to kill your father. Like, he is firmly on the just kill Vader train. And so you could say that maybe he's rationalizing to himself, like, oh no, I'm not giving up on my friend. He is gone. There is nothing but evil there, and I need to get this kid in the right headspace and not have him try to find his father, otherwise he will be killed.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's probably giving him the benefit of maximum doubt. You could read it like that.
Okay, we're off to fight Tiamat.
If only Darth Obnoxious were here.
Oh, don't worry, the first episode of the D&D cartoon, Tiamat was like the first villain.
Oh, that's a reference to early in the main campaign where Obnoxious's first character...
Didn't he have like a whole thing with Tiamat?
Yeah, he made out with her once.
I kind of like my friend Nilla's way of dealing with her.
Right.
Because he said that the thing with Tiamat in general is it's a giant fucking dragon.
Yeah.
So what she generally tends to do is do the whole create avatars of herself thing to give quests and shit to evil campaigns. But she makes it so every single head takes on a different form, and they all have very distinct personalities. But always insists one of the heads is a drunkard. Because that kind of... You have to fly to the huge desert that dominates the northeastern side.
Hey, it's been lots of fun hanging out with you guys, but I probably should get on with my day and do the dishes and get dressed, so I'm going to head off. Have lovely days, good luck with... I won't lie, I haven't been looking at the screen, so I don't know what you're doing at this point. But yeah, have fun.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
No problem, it's been great.
Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah.
There you are. Okay, Ollie, I'm not going to lie, we've got 2 chapters left of the guide.
Okay.
So we actually, depending on how well we do, might actually get this done.
Ollie, it's all going to be on you, mate.
No pressure.
Alright.
But yeah, I'm glad you brought up that point of people just making characters they're just evil now.
Yeah.
We don't see any part of them, because, again, that's the issue I have with that particular person's writing, is that characters just turned evil.
Do you remember her now, by the way? From the Shenmue one?
No, not really.
Oh. It has been a while.
Here's the thing, though. It can go the other way. You can make a villain too sympathetic, I find.
I know, but, well, another example is, there's a character in a Sonic called Jeffrey John. Now, in the earlier comics, he's a bit of a prick. That's really all there is to it. He's a bit of a prick. He hates humans, so he's never nice to their human allies. And he's kind of a dick to Sonic because he's got a thing for Sally, even though Sally's way too young for him. But he got married to a cat called Hershey, and he was kind of a background character for a long time. Flynn decided that because they were going to lose the rights to a lot of the characters anyway, make Jeffrey St. John evil for no reason, made him ridiculously overpowered compared to anyone else, so the characters that could beat him up pretty early on because he didn't have any special abilities suddenly couldn't beat him up. He sided one of the villains for very, very vague reasons.
Yeah.
And no one was on board with it. It's like, okay, why is Jeffrey evil then? Oh, because Ignis Nargus is evil. Well, yeah, we know Nargus is evil.
We just got Thor's hammer.
Yeah. And you know who can equip that?
Dende.
Dende.
How would you spec Mjolnir?
It looks like Richter's got a new sword as well. The Sunblade.
Well, you can make it quite a simple returning thrown weapon with a thunder upgrade.
Okay, equip Richter with the dragon. Okay, the dragon mail doesn't really much of anything, but it's.
Theoretically, you can make it a sentient weapon that speaks telepathically to you.
I kind of like, when it comes to Mjolnir, I like the different interpretations of. In Record of Ragnarok, they make it so that, like, the thing is constantly asleep and is only really a deadly thing when it wakes up.
Our friend is on a journey to the west. He took a walk.
But yeah, in the end, they never resolved the Jeffrey St. John story anyway, because they couldn't. But he was just evil for the sake of evil. And when they did have to come up with a reason, went, oh yeah, he thinks his wife is dead. Why does he think his wife's dead? Because he found a piece of her clothing somewhere. Was she dead? No, she wasn't. Okay. What are you going to do? So what are you going to do with it? He's possessed now. So that whole thing was completely fucking pointless. Okay, does anyone think we over-leveled for this?
No.
Nah.
We're level 40 and we've, like... didn't even get to use my flare spell. Okay, here we go for the Flying Fortress.
I mean, we'll encounter a boss that will require the... Hold on. Travel to all the map locations. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we are really getting all the trophy. We're really getting through this trophy collection thing. Potion. All that gil. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Beautiful money! Oh, and by the way, Ollie, there is a Shenmue 4 in production.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
I'm not.
Don't.
It is in production. It is in production right now. Yu Suzuki's is working on it.
Don't raise his hopes.
Don't do
Oh,
that.
come on.
Don't give me hope. Nah, I've accepted that it's dead. Let's move on.
Well, no, I'm not even joking. There are projects to continue. So there is a mod someone's made, which actually follows. You know that homeless guy that you run into in Shenmue 2 who got expelled from that school?
Yeah.
It's following him, and it's called Reclaiming the Path.
Ah.
Right, I could give Hans a staff, but that sounds ridiculous. Jim has cat claws. I'm fixing to find some bad angel. Good old Ryu Shenmue.
So where did you hear of this Shenmue 4 production?
Granted, I don't know how much faith to put in it, but it was someone on. I was watching a Shenmue video, oddly enough, was mentioning, look, you don't need to worry. They were bringing up that whole. Oh, nice!
Adamantite.
Remember those dwarfs we ran into?
Yeah.
If we go in, if we take this to the dwarfs, they'll make us the Excalibur.
Ah. I think that's worth the detail.
Oh, and well, yeah, we will once we've dealt with Tiamat. Though, just to remind you,
Yeah.
you get a trophy for it.
Nice. I like the things with ultimate weapons in Final Fantasy games, because once you get them, you don't need them, is the final irony. Like, especially in Kingdom Hearts as well.
Final Fantasy V's ultimate weapon thing is somewhat bullshit. Because you get 16 of them, and they are integrated into the story, but when you go to get it, it makes it clear you can only pick up, like, maybe 6 of them. Okay. Oh, Diamond Amulet. We've got to keep Dende alive.
Well, the White Mage. Nobody fucks with the White Mage.
Oh, I feel that very good. That's nice.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I was talking
someone
about...
mentioning that it mentions that the fourth one is in production. You can look over the entire. Okay, we could look at the entire world.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. Okay, that's the Chaos Shrine. Analyzing Tiamat, no known weaknesses. Okay, where's our bard?
Yeah.
Seduce
But-
each head.
Like, in Kingdom Hearts, the way you get the ultimate weapon is by synthesizing everything in the shop, and then you will get the option of synthesizing the ultimate weapon for some very rare materials. And in order to do that, you've got to kill loads and loads of monsters over the course of the game. Like, loads. Many times, sometimes to get the rare drops. And, like, by the time you make it, you've killed so many monsters, gained so much XP, leveled up so much, that, like, it's not going to make a difference to you. And I actually really like that as a just make the ultimate weapon bragging rights kind of thing.
Well, that was the kind of thing of beating what? Of beating Ultimate Weapon in 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's also a Final Fantasy VIII meme I thought you'd appreciate. Someone making fun of the PS1 graphics and going, my favourite thing is that Squall doesn't know how to drink. Because the way his sprite's set up, it looks like he's just putting the glass in his forehead and pouring the drink over his face.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
This is how we drink in the West. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so this is... oh, it's one of these things.
Mora loves that shit.
It's that at that time I developed a drinking problem. Okay. Sky Fortress, let's see. Sunken Shrine. Let's see. As with the Sunken Shrine, a piece of loot you want to make sure you get is the adamant. Optional, but picking this up will get you one of the best weapons. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to remember which floor we're on. Right, we're on 3, so it's floor 4. Okay, so right 1, 2, and head down. There we go. Again, how was I supposed to figure that out?
You weren't. You were supposed to buy the
Okay,
strategy
now
guide.
on this bridge, there is a chance to run into a unstoppable, the strongest boss in the game, but let's just get to Tiamat. The Lich, Mallory, the Kraken. You defeated the 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch.
What's the strongest boss in the game?
Warmech.
Ah.
It's a very, very, very low chance encounter. Powerful as fuck.
Ah.
All the better. May the image of Tiamat, the fiend of wind, be the last to burn into your eyes. Ollie seems to remember. Ollie might remember Tiamat as a optional boss in Final Fantasy VIII.
It was also a mandatory boss in Final Fantasy IX.
Yes, that looked a bit quite a bit different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use flare. I'm gonna use flare on you. I'm gonna use flare on it.
Flare this bitch. Oh. It appears Tiamat does not, in fact, fuck around. 5?
Let's see.
Tiamat has no more fucks to give.
She is the strongest boss, strongest of the fiends.
Oh, okay, we can officially heal faster than Tiamat can damage us. for now.
Well, it depends, because we've got... Flare.
Oh, not quite.
Fuck!
Hans is gone. And so is Jim.
It's okay, I do have one. Really? Wake up. We're fighting shit.
I suppose Hans wasn't doing enough damage anyway, so... Ah, poisonous gas! Poisonous gas!
Heal a gas.
Is she dead yet?
I'll tell you when she's dead. You know I should have cast at the beginning of the beginning.
What?
Null all.
Yeah.
Oh well, that was a wasted Phoenix down.
Ah, poisonous gas!
Okay, null all only works on one person.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
she's dead.
And Hans misses out on the experience again.
Because he's having a nap.
He believes in you, though. He wants you to... Yes, but you see the problem there is, Hans, that you kind of need to get strong, too. And that's the final crystal. We might need to grind, not gonna lie. Also, maybe casting Saber on Richter might have been a smart idea, too.
Alright, let's go and get Excalibur. That should help.
Well, it'll help you, Richter, absolutely. We've just got to remember where the dwarfs are. I think I remember. But first, I think we... You know what? Let's use a cottage. I'm going to turn the encounters on as well because we've been sleeping on them.
Sandworm!
Reggie come down from Tiamat.
Oh, he's dead! Richter's dead. The Phoenix it killed. No, I'm not going to waste a tent. Drink, drink! Now, if I remember correctly, the dwarfs... The dwarf should be there. Just gotta find that dwarven blacksmith. There he is. Lad adamant, right? Hoot, son. I'll use this to make your finest sword you'll ever wield. done. In all my years, I never crafted a finer sword. Go on, take her. She's yours.
Excalibur.
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 Excalibur. Nice.
Yeah.
From the United Kingdom, I'm looking for heaven. I'm heading to California. Okay, let's see. With the Sky Fortress done, return to the... Okay, so now we've got to head to any town of our choice to heal up.
Stay at an inn, refill spell slots, you know.
And then we've got to head to the Chaos Shrine and do the final dungeon.
874 damage.
That poor wolf.
929.
806, damn! $19.3.
Damn you.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? You 5'10" weed. Okay. So now, back to where it all started. Let's go. Cornelia!
30 gil per night. Whew.
Yeah, another reason to stay there.
Not
Okay,
that we can't
since Dende
afford.
leveled up, why does Dende look hot?
Why does Dende look hot? Murasaki's Pit 2024.
Oh no. Ollie's trying to shame me.
No, I'm not. That's just I imagined that Seb would put that comment there.
Well, it's Seb. Look at the goblins. They can't even hurt Jim. Your blows are harmless.
It's fun to
870.
scratch.
Face Hans and his deadly nunchaku.
Do you think Hans needs a
Seriously.
new weapon? Oh, that's the 1 minute warning.
The problem is there aren't that many weapons for him. The problem.
Seriously though, when you see someone get 875 to death in front of you, you run, right?
Yeah.
Right. Just for the
When
sake
you've
of
got
it,
like
we haven't
26
done it.
health.
Yeah. Save the game. Right.
Look at what we used to be. Now we're taller. The light of the four we've been seeking. That light will open the time portal. The power of the four fiends absorbed from the crystals was being fed into the past by the black crystal. The wonder sought in the beautiful light of the crystals is the one we've been looking for all along. The true root of evil lies ahead. Shine the light of the four crystals. Doing so will open a time portal to shrine as 8,000 years ago. Okay, Ollie, it's all on you.
Okay.
Basically, okay, so what you've got to do now is you've got to go up to that crystal in the middle.
Are you
and
on the share
interact with it.
screen?
I am in a minute. Yeah.
Focus the light of four shining crystals. Fire, earth, water, and wind on the black crystal. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. 2,000 years ago.
So you might want to do some grinding. So you might want to turn the encounters on.
Ah. Okay, where are
Worst
we
comes to worst, I think you can step back through that room and go back and stop. You should have a load of ether. Away with you, beast!
Right, Rick,
Yeah, I'd say it would.
that Excalibur is pretty broken.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna cast. Where are you? Where's Haste?
Haste is for some reason a black magic spell.
No, it isn't.
Really, Ollie? Then why isn't it in your white magic spell?
No, I mean, like, clearly it is,
Look, there it
but
is.
no, it isn't. Whew. 1524.
You might need to use magic on these fucking things because they're flans. Look at Ollie killing those things. He's flans phobic. Ah yes, protect. The cornerstone of any good white magic.
Heelless magic man.
Well, they also have invis, which increases our evasion. Attack, magic man!
No. Hit the door.
See that. Because we need to increase our team's HP.
No, take his coat.
No, don't take his coat.
Take his. Sir, he doesn't have a coat.
Right,
And I also
where-
think this is the guy who killed most of our people.
three.
No. Don't take his coat. A chimera.
3 of the fuckers.
3 heads, 3 bodies, all dead. Half man, half animal, all dead. I'ma break a broom handle off in your ass. Dende doing damage. Garbage are making Richter more powerful.
What's wrong with that? Okay, so
Nothing, it's just brilliant.
right, I'm gonna grind for a bit.
Okay, worst comes to worst, if we don't get to chaos before you have to go, when you come back we can just do a stream where we grind for a little more and then kill chaos and just end it. Hans is catching up. Because we just saw how badly Tiamat just went. Oh shit, it's a worm.
So you don't think we can beat Chaos?
No, I think we need to level up in order to do it, because it's not the damage that I'm worried about, it's the HP. And if we're constantly in a situation, because you don't want to be caught in a healing loop.
Yeah.
Especially because he's going to have, like, you know, party level attacks. Plus, you know, we need to keep the healer alive, absolutely. But also, even if Hans can't do damage, he can at least still use items, and that might actually still be useful.
I'm burning through spell slots, so I'm gonna need to go back and rest before we go on to Chaos anyway.
Well, you've got a bunch of tents and cottages, so really all you need to do is step back to... Good old Hans. Good old Hans Schneider. That's his name, by the way. Oh God!
What?
There's a picture on here of it's a wizard with a cannon. And it goes, me, and then it's got the goblin, army of goblins, my army of malnourished goblin orphans being sent to storm the local Chickerville so they can keep all the loot, but the source is mine.
Ah.
Go, my army of goblins, go.
Okay, that sandworm had a sense of preservation. Saw
It doesn't
Richter,
matter, it's dead now.
it fled. It saw Richter do an attack that did 700 or plus damage, and ran away.
And ran away.
And that means it's smarter than a goblin.
As long as we don't have to face the Goose Hydra. Or the Magusa. Like, she doesn't turn you to stone, it's just her hair's not going to leave you the alone, and it's very terrible.
Imagine if that was just all hair on her body, so she got them under her armpits.
The full body experience.
So what level would you reckon would be better to get to?
I would say somewhere between 50 or 60. I say this only because, again, you're going to want to do a load of damage, but you're all... survive a lot of his stuff, because he might do a lot of party stuff. Party attack stuff. While it is okay to bully your wizards in D&D, just remember we still need them to cast haste. And one day Ollie asked, "Daddy, what's cringe?" And he said, "Ha ha ha, my son, you are cringe." And then he left 14 years ago. Damn. Blair. You might want to heal everybody.
Yeah.
Next, some high potions, you fairies. Ah, using the low-level slot.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
They're
Good, that is
useless
good.
anyway at this point in the...
Said no D&D player ever.
They'd be
You
useless
just imagine
in
Hawk
battle.
going. I could just imagine Hawk sitting there going, useless spell slots. What?
In this particular game,
I know.
I'm-
In this particular game,
on battles
they're
at this level, low-level spell slots are not particularly useful.
and we have a lot more health than you'd ever have. Lands. If you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again, just remember where.
Oh, yeah.
Look, you are going to run out of. You are going to only be able to do like the holy and flare thing twice. But also remember, we have a bunch of ethers. And let me use this ether so I can summon Bahamut. No. Well, Hans is catching up. Yeah, I got your 97 ethers.
Just use an ether, but you can't buy ether. It's the final battle, but I only have 85 of them.
Yeah, but in this game you can. The only thing you can't buy in this game is an elixir.
Once everyone hits 50, we'll take a crack at it.
Want us to take a crack at it? How about you take another quack at it? Touch me again, you'll be chicken wings in the morning. Oh, the things miss. Oh, well, Hans is finally doing some damage. Good for him. Good for Hans.
But I'll be leveled up again. 705 HP. We're getting there, I think.
That damn Excalibur. Fool! Who said I couldn't change the law, the rules, and make my weapon stronger? Gah! The fuck did you say to me, you fool? My legend dates back to the 12th century.
49 on the others.
And they're getting quite good health. Here's the thing, in the original game, the level cap was 50.
Yeah. So once Hans hits 50, well, by definition, the others will have hit it, so...
Well, yeah, because he got left behind because he was trying to carry you all. Morally. Hans paid you in laughter. I mean, look at Richter's health.
Yeah.
Fucker's almost at 999. Oh yeah, the original game, the 4 digits was like a myth.
Yeah.
There was like no breaking that damage cap.
But, alright. 3 out of 4 party members have hit 50.
I know. Look at Jim. What if Master Yoda was addicted to death sticks? And there's a picture of him just holding his head back while sipping on a stick.
Oh, once you hit 50, the amount of EXP you need to level up gets much higher. Hans has hit 50.
Hans has hit 50.
Seasoned Hero. Reached level 50 for all party members. I'm gonna
Can we heal
go...
up?
I'm gonna go
Oh,
save.
Shenmue update from Yu Suzuki. On the Shenmue dojo. Yeah, Shenmue 4 is happening.
Alright, go on.
No, that's just the thing. It's on the Shenmue dojo YouTube channel.
Katagi.
Hey Ollie, maybe we'll get another game of nothing happening. I have seen people defending the game and saying, look, we're never going to get a conclusion. Like, it's not the conclusion people are upset about, it's the fact that no progress was made at all in the story.
Alright, so we've reached level 50. It's time to have a proper crack at this dungeon. I will leave encounters on.
Fair enough.
1,020. I'll leave encounters on, but, right, you're gonna have to direct me. Guide me, Omora.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's not that kind of guide.
Sure, I'll just do the auto thing, like, we have ethers.
Get me a napkin and some ether.
No, why did you hit it with a hammer? Holy. No, you know what? Fundaga, no, Firaga should be enough for these.
And on my tablet's acting up.
Are we going up or down?
Hold on, my tablet's acting up. Hold on. God damn it. I don't know. You're just gonna have to wander around like what.
Well, no, you can find your way.
Right, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, sorry, just my tablet started acting the fuck up and crashed, and I wasn't sure if it had kicked me out of the Discord.
Ah, no, you're still here.
Good. It's just everything was silent. Okay. Oh. Yeah, because again, there are maps on this thing, but again, it's not really something I can describe well. Right, Temple of Chaos. Okay, head to the Temple of Chaos, which is of course just north. The past version of the Temple of Chaos is just another dungeon. You'll need to use the loot from your room. You'll have to work your way through themed floors, which basically is a boss rush. So you'll have 3 floors of the Temple of Chaos, then the Earth, Fire, Water and Air one, then the final one. Get past all of the fiends and the elements, and you can face off against Chaos, the final boss. Good luck. Okay, everyone's getting stronger.
You know what? I'm just gonna turn the cameras off for just a second till I get my bit. So I've got to find a boss chamber on each floor, is what you're telling me?
Basically, there's going to be 3 chambers. No, there's going to be 3 floors of the Chaos Shrine.
Yeah.
Then you've got, the next floor on will be they'll start doing themes. So you just got to continue to make your way up.
Because there was a staircase down to a B1, but I assume that wasn't where I gotta go.
Again, I don't know how. If it's not the one you came up, then probably. Because you might get access to higher floors.
That's why I asked, am I going up or down? But it seems like, I mean, I'm on floor 3. There doesn't seem to be... No, there's only a staircase down. But...
Hold on, let me get the map up for Chaos. You said 3.
Yeah, okay, I've gone back down to 1 now. I'm gonna try going down, see if that does us any better. B1. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map of the Temple Fiends, and yeah, 3.
Right. The only thing that's in B1 is one massive room that looks like a boss chamber, but doesn't seem to have a boss in it. So.
Huh.
Right. Oh.
Apparently, check the center room.
On floor 1.
Well, you know, apparently all of them have like center.
Well,
Okay, so that's the
portal.
one you came in. Yeah, that's the portal one.
Okay, so
go up a floor.
Okay, there is a sensor room, but I can't really get to it. It's not accessible.
Try going on the. Can you go access a sensor room on the floor above?
I mean, I can move better on this one, but okay.
Well, that's not a centre room, that's a corner room.
Let's see.
You'll have to enter it from the bottom, clearly. Right, see if you can get round to... Gareth, stop being a dick.
Okay, so let's just...
Okay, there's an enemy, kill it.
With fire.
Yeah, die.
Oh, okay.
It gave you 1 EXP.
Right.
The fuck is happening?
Someone's playing the theme on an acoustic guitar.
Oh, right. Oh, that's the loot. You remember the thing we picked up from the princess?
Ah, yes.
Stairs. And there's chests.
Oh, there were chests? Yeah.
Corner of the room.
Yeah, I see them. I'm just... Ugh, what?
Last night. I don't want to fight you right now.
Why did I think that would be enough? Holy flare. That should make short work of these. Oh, an elixir.
A dry ether.
Green dragons. Oh, I need to get that ale recipe.
Just remember, if we do get back to the main campaign,
Yeah.
Seleth might have some ancient elven wine. Or as I remember that booze is sometimes used in cooking, so you know,
Yeah.
you might know some of Jacques' stuff.
Oh, and that got us up to the second floor in the room we couldn't access. Ah, I see.
Yeah. And Rios.
Ah. I'm going to trust that they're not going to get another attack. And... Oh, they did. Hans is down. Hans will fall yet further behind. Too trusting, I have been told. Hans, stop getting knocked out.
Ollie, we don't give you shit on D&D. You don't give me shit here.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Mr. Door-eating fuck.
I mean, I was right to assume that the attacks would kill them. Just not that wouldn't be able to retaliate. You know what, let's turn encounters off for a little while. Because we're gonna run out of items otherwise.
We have to go shopping.
Don't think there's anything in those rooms.
Oh. No, nothing in here. Oh, ladder up to 3. Oh, we were already on 3.
Check on the lower
If
floors.
we go down to 1. Oh, B1 looks very different now. Oh, I should probably turn encountered on. Oh.
God, they are really trying to show. Hey, look at my midriff.
XP better be worth it.
Oh, sweet Jesus, they're taking on me.
They're taking on me. Yeah, Jim wiped them out. That was a lot of EXP, to be fair.
Are they dead yet?
Yes.
Earth Medusas. Plural.
Medusae. Don't look into their eyes, Ollie. You know, I've been reading a comic on Facebook of some very perverse Roman that will not leave Medusa alone.
Oh, yeah.
And she like lives with 2 of her sisters, one of which is like really hates the idea of this guy being around, and the other one is just like fanning the flames.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Well, she's got 2 siblings who just seem to have legs, but the oldest one just seems to really just enjoy pushing them. Yeah, he can stay. Stop encouraging him! Degenerous.
Degenerous.
Yeah, that's the Roman that won't leave them alone. So when he says at a chest and she's like, excuse me, my eyes are up here. No.
That's the one I've seen.
Yeah. And the older sister's like told her, yeah, I found a way he can actually look at you without to your eye. Garrus, calm down. Oh shit. Oh, Garrus has gone ape shit.
One of my favourite lines from Doctor Who this week was, "Frankly, your lifespan sucks."
I like the bit where it's just like, what is this? Like, I'm going to be very mad at you for a very long time. It's just like, you're standing on a landmine.
It's not going to be that long.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, I thought...
It covers how this Doctor...
Sorry?
It's an Earth. There's a boss. That orb is a boss. It's Lich.
All right.
Promise how this doctor deals with things like the other ones do.
Yeah.
Because it was like the other ones would usually just rant and kick off about you not listening. He's sort of more playful about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Winston.
It's
Drunk
like-
again. Oh shit, look how much time we've actually been playing it.
6 hours, 24 minutes.
And look at that gill.
I think we've reached the money cap.
We've reached the money cap.
I wasn't even aware there was a money cap.
I know.
Combat protected.
Yeah. No, I thought that was like classic Russell T Davies episode, was that? Like from his glory days kind of thing.
Well, Hawk pointed out a very interesting thing as well. The company that made all those weapons,
Villain Guard, yeah.
yeah, they're the ones who made Jack's blaster.
Yeah, I remember Christopher Eccleston referenced the Villain Guard weapon factories.
So I was sitting there going, I've literally got to go through now and find references to see if they're a background like menace to be worried about.
Right, Ollie, now you have to fight the bosses. No pressure.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Terra.
I'm gonna cast life on him. He's an undead. He'll instantly kill him.
It won't work in the early games.
Oh, because that actually
doesn't
works
work.
in Final Fantasy IX.
Why do you think Dire is a thing?
That actually works in Final Fantasy IX. If you cast life even on
I
boss
know.
monsters that are undead, they'll just die.
I love that exploit. It's funny. Can you imagine if he came back though as a stronger monster?
He just cast a spell on us. I'll kill him.
That's our thing. Oh, I should have gave Richter a saber to boost Excalibur.
What's stopping you? Oh right, Claire. You know, it wasn't called Saber in the original.
What was it called?
Temper.
Raise caster's attack and accuracy. Oh, you can only self-cast. So he could only cast it on Jim, and there'd be no point because he's not a physical fighter. So Flare it is. He's dead.
No, my evil plan. Yeah. Who was that guy? I'm sure the comments will explain.
Is that Red Orb also a boss?
Yes, Ollie. I think you can guess who it is. Our fire-breasted friend. See how you see it's a long snake woman in it, but it tried to bind us. Unfortunately, it sent me into my fight off. And I don't fuck snakes. I cracked her skull open like a Pepsi.
Okay, so we go around this way, I think if we're gonna get this done in a timely manner, I am gonna need to turn off encounters for a bit.
Look, worst comes to worst, if you have to leave soon, which is in like 10-20 minutes,
Yeah.
there's no save thing, so you might just have to leave the game as is, leave, and then we come back as soon as you get back.
I mean, I could let you take over for a bit while I get ready to go. That might be enough.
Maybe.
At the rate we're
But the
going.
more time you spend talking, the less time we've got to kill. Oh my god, Ollie, you've reached the...
What?
You've reached the HP cap. How the fuck?
Ow!
Ow! Take that, you bitch!
He'll go, why
You know
not?
what would fix? You know what would fix this?
What?
Hans's grandma jumping out of a bin with kiss makeup on, with two guns, going, "Ah! Take that, motherfucker!" Oh, there's so many characters in the village. There's just not enough time to get a fun conversation about. It's a shame, really, that when we do have to talk about the village, the only thing that comes out is gas.
For some reason, it always feels as religious to attack a being with animal features and multiple. Oh, sacrilegious. Hello, Seb. And Malith is dead.
And her boobs have faded. Right, next one will be the Kraken. Hey, what's crack-a-lacking besides your dad's head? Don't joke about that. Big Phil punched him in the face.
Since you just killed someone's fertility god, congratulations.
It's okay, there's like 50 of those things. There's tons of fertility gods. I'm just going to quickly head to the bathroom and then I'll be right with you.
Alright. Won't let me do anything. Oh, there's the orb. Okay.
Just need to find a way to it.
There we are.
Yeah.
Ah, good, you're at the Kraken.
Go ahead and cast Patera on everyone first. Yeah, I'm gonna use the mage Black Magic spell this turn to haste Richter.
Ooh, 16. Shit. There's Hans not giving a fuck.
Oh, he's run out of flares. Thundagger will do.
Keeligger might not be enough for the... Oh. Well, you just expect Ollie's thing to do it, to kill him at this point. Oh yeah, that'll cure him and get rid of his darkness.
You know what? I think it would probably behoove us to have Han. Well, if he'd survived another turn, Han's just use an ether on Jim.
Yeah, that's the thing for him to do at this point, because he's not doing as much damage. The monks in the first game aren't really... A lot of the classes are actually kind of shit. You might want to heal.
Now, if I remember correctly, in the center room there were 3 tombstones I couldn't really do anything with. No? No? Nothing? Okay.
No, that's just the... Right.
Chaos Shrine before. Before what?
Before the end.
Ha, ha, ha,
Before
ha,
the
ha.
dark times.
In the long, long ago.
Before the never-ending story.
Masamune!
I'm not sure anyone can equip it.
Rector can.
You can, and it's somehow better than the sword you've got.
Ultimate weapon, my ass, McBain.
Why can't we give someone else Excalibur?
I don't think it matters now, Ollie. You've got the Masamune. You've Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
Okay.
Sephiroth.
So, where's this
Gamora.
boss then?
Gamora, Gamora. He'll take kids to his van, touch them like no other can. Please don't tell on Gam.
Huh. Tiamat.
Tiamat! I'm back.
I think Protera will be useful.
Patera will cleanse our sins.
Gandara. Ow! Take that! Yeah, Hans is just not useful.
I know.
Okay, so, is there anyone that needs any kind of item?
Oh, sweet, Ollie. Looked out at the Giant's gloves.
Yeah.
Gloves cast Saber when used. Save that. You could use that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hans can use items that do things.
Cast Invisora when used.
That just raises your whatchamacallit.
Scourge, what about that?
I don't know what Scourge does.
He's a very bad villain. That's what it does.
Oh yeah, he's a very, very bad villain. He's a green Sonic.
Cast Fira when used.
Yeah, that's a feature that Final Fantasy 1 has that I don't think the other games have, is that you can just use... There's like...
Ah, poisonous gas! He's run out of players. He can no longer attract the attention of passing aircraft. High potion himself.
Pulling a supply drop.
Ilya. Blair.
And now you find this here. Defeated my nemesis easily.
Huh.
All for free. Is I got a golden ticket.
I've got a golden ticket metaphorically.
Gold needle, kill stone. Healing, hell, why not? Invisora, why not?
Yeah, increase that strength. Increase off.
And we'll have a casket lager, just in case. And glad
God, you are really... He's like some non-giving up dragon guy. Well, woman. Tiamat's a woman.
Ah, okay, holy demon.
Wait a minute, we collected all these orbs and we summoned a dragon. Shouldn't he be giving us a wish?
Yeah.
I wish for it to be dead. Hey, we've beaten them all, so you know what the last one is.
Right. Alright. I have got to start.
Okay.
I would have to go
Okay.
now, but if I tag you in, will you be able to get it done in, say, like, 20 minutes or so?
Probably.
Alright, tagging you in.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try, because it's literally just... I think he's literally in that center room.
Yeah. Remember to heal and everything.
Obviously heal up first. Host is away from the game, wait until the host comes back.
I'm not away from the game.
You lie.
Well, I can't do anything.
Right, I'm gonna
It's saying the
try.
host is away from game.
I'll try turning it off and on again. We'd love your feedback, Chaplain. Okay,
Get your shit to work.
okay. I am definitely in the game by the time you accept the invite. So,
Okay, I'm in.
I wonder why that didn't work. Oh well.
Right. Ethers.
Very sexual, isn't it? He's in, now you've got 20 minutes to finish the job.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time I've had to cuck Ollie on in a game.
Do
Do you remember me? Not really. I was once the most renowned knight in all of Cornelia. We don't look the same. 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you did defeat me, but the four great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once I hear, I sent the four fiends to the future, where they shall once again use the four great forces to send me to the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. But I will be reborn again here. Even as you die again and again, I shall return again to the endless cycle of creation.
Okay, so I'm going to Giant's Gloves.
Ollie, stop sitting there. You're supposed to be getting ready.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Null all.
I can...
Oh.
Well, my appointment isn't till 2. But the Kraken just had... Oh, shit, 16 doctors. Doctors are regular.
Cyclone. Nice.
1473, right.
Yeah, I've used haste on him because what haste does is, you know when it says it's hit him a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
That's the damage, that's all what haste does. I'm going to try and get everyone back up to respectable health. Slower, miss.
I can probably give it 10 minutes. I did joke to Murray, depending on how confident you are in your internet connection, I could just piss off to my appointment and hope I make it back within the hour.
Blaze.
I'm quite usually quite confident in mine.
Yeah, I'm not confident in mine.
Another advantage of the share play thing that I do for streams is that if anyone needs to piss off and do something, they can.
Well, it's like I did yesterday. I left it watching you, so when I came back in, I went, "Oh, he's still going." I jumped back up.
Yeah.
I literally walked in the living room, and it was like, "He's still going in the corner."
That's him in the corner. Blizzard. Okay. Oh, he's pulling out the big guns. I'm suddenly doing less damage.
I mean, how much HP could he have left?
When you say that. Right, I've got 3 flares left. Have to be enough. Right. Ether.
another. Let's give him another ether. Holy. Right. Oh.
How do you like it?
Ah, he does not like it very much.
Ah, we did it.
You did it.
In about 7 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Now, phase 2.
Oh no, we're not quite at phase 2 level stuff yet. There we go, Ollie. Final Fantasy 1 completed.
Yeah. In about 7 hours' time. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more.
But for how long?
The light of the 4 crystals was restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. And by their powers combined, it was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. But magnified by the 4 forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness.
But
Was
now
it?
that is in the past.
With the 4 forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await.
First thing they did when they got back was take that bugger down to the river and drown him.
When was this fateful day that they sent time spiraling into a loop? None can say.
I can. It was when they took him down to the river and drowned him.
Yeah. It seemed the cycle would last forever, but the bravery of 4 young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light.
Making a lot of assumptions there.
None will ever recall the struggle the 4 endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed.
So basically, we've saved the world, but no one will ever know what we did.
Yeah. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds lives on. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. And now their return is upon us. with the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world.
Our world is in danger.
Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. For you are the warrior who crossed time.
Link.
Yeah. No, he's dead. He was in that village near the
Yeah,
beginning.
he's dead and buried in Elfheim.
You are the bringer of light. Is there any way to speed this along a bit?
Wait, we're the bringer of light, so we're Linkar.
Yeah.
The light bringer.
Don't
Yeah,
you
you-
talk about me, you son of a bitch.
You have spent many hours playing this game. I will text Cruel very slowly.
It's me, the Lightbringer.
Ah, okay, I think that's it. Okay, so guys, final thoughts on Final Fantasy 1.
It's very basic, and trying to like remaster it like this. Obviously, it's still going to have the flaws, but I still had fun.
I
Yeah,
think they need to make it somewhat signposted a bit better.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. The fact that I had to use a guide for this does kind of ruin the thing.
It's in keeping with the developer's vision because they made this way to sell strategy guides. Yeah.
I know, but still.
Yeah,
If you made it in the modern day, you couldn't really get away with it being as vague as it is.
yeah. Like, if you made this in the modern day, I think there's a template for a really good game in the modern day here.
Well, it's a very basic, it's a simple-ish story if there is one, for what it's got. It's a very basic story.
You know, you have the crystals, go kill the monsters, go back in time, kill the bad guy, done. You can
Yeah,
do
but the
a lot
thing is,
with
there's
that.
all the other, but then there's all the other vague stuff like, oh look, here's a Rosetta Stone that you need to be able to speak to the Lutherians because you need to speak to them because otherwise they won't give you a certain bell. Or, oh, we need to get this nitro from the castle. There's no indication that you'd need to, unless you'd explored the castle and gotten the whole, remember that there's a room that says you need the mystic key.
Yeah. Is there anything
The
post
game
credits?
relies on you. Game does rely on you exploring a lot and talking to every NPC.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's it for the first game in our Final Fantasy series run. I thought it started off badly, it seemed to trail off somewhere in the middle, and the less said about the end, the better, but apart from that, good game, of course.
Yeah. What did you think, Ollie? This is your first experience with Final Fantasy.
I can see a lot of the DNA that would become later Final Fantasy games in here. And
Yeah.
also, it's basically just it's much more D&D than Final Fantasy at this stage.
Have you seen the original cover to Final Fantasy 1 on the NES?
No. Well, no, wait,
Give it
I
a
have,
look.
I have. Because
give it a
that's
look
the
and you'll
picture
see.
you see when you change the categories of Final Fantasy.
It's very D&D.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what inspired it. I mean, that's where the Lich and Tiamat came from.
Yeah, and Bahamut.
Well, yeah, and Bahamut.
Yeah, there's a reality where Squaresoft make all of the D&D games.
Now there's a universe. Look how they put and the entire QA staff. Every noted.
Yeah.
And the QA staff, I suppose.
Suppose if we got mention them.
But they're assholes. They ate my Cheetos.
Yeah, you live like Cheetos in there.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, again, I think it's a good game when you take into consideration it was made in the. I do think you could be forgiven for, say, adding some stuff that makes it a bit more obvious what you've got to do next. Because early on it's not so hard because, you've got to go to
quality
you're
of life
on a linear,
improvements
you're
would
on a
be good.
linear-ish path. You're on one continent, and there's not many places you can go.
Yeah. So
But as soon as
quality
you
of
get
life
that airship-
improvements would be good.
Yeah, as soon as you get that airship, I mean, I suppose they're expecting you to explore like fucking mad.
Yeah.
But look, let's just say I know you were talking to Maggie throughout the bit, but the fairy thing.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to know that you've got to go to a very part of the desert that's not obvious, find a travelling caravan, and pay them 40,000 gil to buy a ferry? Then you've somehow got to know that you've got to take the ferry back to a town you've already been to that has a lake, and then the ferry will there and then get you that oxtail thing. Then you've got to know to go off map on one of the other maps to get to the sunken shrine.
You're not supposed to figure those things out. You're supposed to buy the
Or
strategy guide.
finding those sages around the corner where you've got not very obvious where it is on the map.
Have you tried our strategy guides?
Yeah.
Exactly. Fucking exactly.
They make it so you can't beat Zerg unless you buy this book.
Oh, and don't forget something else. This was back in the NES days. How many NES games actually allow you to save?
Yeah.
And the first Final Fantasy, you couldn't save unless you went to an inn. Saving on the world map? Ah!
Okay, well, I'd really better go, so I'm going to end the stream here.
Okay, well, I'll skip the credits then.
Yeah.
Skip the credits.
Save completed game.
Okay, save
Yep,
completed data, save to the final boss. Why not? 7 hours exactly, Ollie.
Yes.
7
Prophecy
hours.
foretold.
Meeting of the minds.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hold on, just real quick, let's see what trophies we still have to get.
go ahead.
Played the 15 puzzle game. Completed 100% of the bestiary entries. Collect... Oh, that's it. 15 puzzle game, bestiary entries, and collected treasure from 100% of the chests. Oh, well, bugger that then.
Yeah, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. Alright, so that was it for Final Fantasy. Join us this time next week for the start of Final Fantasy 2. I have no frame of reference for that game. So
Final Fantasy. It's basically Star Wars, but
yeah, that's what I think of 9, so this is going to be interesting. So,
well, there's an actual Death Star.
right. Okay, so I've really got to go. Thanks for joining us.
Alright, I'll see you soon.
We will be with you later for Goblins vs. Strahd on twitch.tv/eclectichawk. It's Curse of Strahd, but with an all-goblin party. Trigger's brainchild. It was a great idea.
Which might become a series if we're not careful.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I'm amazed it's lasted as long as it has. So-
Mate, I so want to write Ollie a cleric so he can play Dende.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah,
well,
we're doing-
we'll see you for Strahd. I will be back on Sunday for Assassin Sunday. We'll be going through Ghost of Tsushima with Dan. We'll be back on Monday for Mafia Monday, where we're going through Yakuza. See you tonight, guys.